Maximize misery. Got recommended this by a friend. So, don't know what it's about, but it looks nice. I've actually never seen this person. So, let's see.
Happiness. Many will advise you how to
Happiness. Something I haven't seen in a while. Go on.
obtain it, but maybe you're not trying to be happy. Your actions aim for the opposite. You want to be the saddest sado sailing on the sea of sadness.
You know what? I see why he recommended this. Manager recommended this to me. Here's the thing. I feel like every fucking video that we do has to deal with something with someone being sad. Have you noticed that? It's like the whole, like, hey, I'm gonna give up era. And you know what? I feel like it just keeps going over and over and over. Is that a thing? Just everyone's just sad. Listen, don't get me wrong. I have pretty bad. My depression comes from the military, so you know you can blame those little bastards. However, I don't know about everybody else, but oh God, it's just like everyone's sad. Everyone's sad. I'm telling you, awful, awful.
Much easier to achieve, and this video has 7 tactics to get you started toward the dark currents, at least one of which you are already doing. So let's begin.
Question. No, actually not question. Chat. In your personal opinion, so apparently there's 7 things. Do you think I'll hit all 7? Do you think I'll hit all 7? Hopefully not. Let's see.
First,
Let's see.
Stay still. Remain indoors as much as possible.
Fuck. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You know what? Hold on. Sorry, I was having a cough. But hear me out. Okay, so we do lots of streaming, and then afterwards I go off to work. How is that my fault? How is that my fucking fault? All right, hold on a minute. I don't think I'm gonna like this. I don't think I'm gonna like this.
Preferably in the same room. Be the human equivalent of a pile of laundry. Inert, unmoving. Don't let a beautiful
But I'm doing stuff.
day tempt you for a walk. Avoid anything even vaguely exercisial. This keeps reward chemicals out of your brain, which could divert you, and stillness guides you towards medical problems, which will keep this wheel turning.
Do you think that's why I was always sick? I wonder why. I wonder if this is the reason why I'm taking so many medication. No, surely not. Surely
Stillness
not.
is the most effective thing
All right,
you can do. So
mm-hmm.
be the laundry pile. Make your bedroom your all room. Live and work and play and sleep in the smallest radius you can.
You want to know something? They say this a lot. Okay, all right, hear me out. All right, so this is something that my therapist told me, and this is something I would tell you guys also. If you're able to, if you work, especially if you work from home, actually not even if you're working, if this is your gaming station, try to keep this in another room if you can. For me personally, I can't because I have a lot of small space. So, and the reason why is because here's the thing, especially for what I do here personally, every time I see my computer, I either my brain either always wants to work or it always wants to stream. So more or less, you don't give yourself time to relax. It is important. Now, granted, to me personally, I feel like I probably would always want to be doing this regardless. But at the same time, though, who knows? Maybe one of these days when I actually have a bigger place, that would be great. So, but the other room is walking back and forth while pondering. Alex, that is a good one. You know what? I like that. I'm gonna yoink that from you.
Which brings us to screw with your sleep. The wraith of
I don't like this video. All right, let's go to the next one. Don't fuck with me in my sleep. All right, I don't have any sleep. Bitch, I don't sleep.
Insomnia will be your co-pilot on the sea of sadness. Her mere presence is unpleasant, but she also helps confuse the productive part of your brain, which might look to navigate you toward the islands of happiness on the horizon.
I'm gonna be real with you. People always like talk to me like, oh my god, you never sleep. And this is true. Listen, other than PTSD from the military, they also gave me some really bad insomnia, which is awesome. They kind of work like hand in hand. But some people will be like, hey, well, that gives you more time to work and like do stuff. I disagree 1000%. First off, have you ever heard the whole saying where it's like, whatever time you try to steal, you're gonna have to pay it back? Sometimes like tenfold. So that's usually what happens to me, not to mention the time that I'm actually up. Half the time I feel like I'm a zombie. Half the time I feel like a fucking zombie. And that doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help me at all. Like it is, it's rough. It's rough. So listen, if I could just sleep normally, I would be able to get so much more done and a little bit more productive. Wait, how much? Oh, wait a minute, Super. I have not been able to do my, okay, I am in the process of, what the hell is it? Getting my rating. So I will let you know.
More on that later.
Maybe within the next month or so.
The regular sleep cycle is a fragile thing and takes at least 3 days to establish. Be sure then to vary your bedtime by several hours twice a week at least.
I was told by my therapist that to get a full cycle to make it so your body is used to it is like 3 weeks though. Maybe it's 3 days. I thought it was 3 weeks where you have to like finally change your schedule, which by the way, what was really hard when I was still like in like the reserves, because you would have to go to drill about once a month, right? So I start my stream days around like 2 or 3 a.m. So with that being said, I would wake up really, really, really early, just like how I do now. But once a month for like 2 days or so, I would actually go in like what is it, like around like normal time, right? Like what, 6, 7 or something. With that being said, it would completely fuck up the schedule. So every time my therapist told me like, oh, you should like, you know, about like 3 weeks or so, I was like, well, I'm there for a little bit and then gone. Maybe 3 weeks for positive effects. You know, you have a good point. Might have been positive effects. Not exactly sure, but that actually makes a lot of sense actually.
Even better, vary your wake times. Sleep in late, preferably very late, some, but not all days. Tell yourself you are making up for sleep to feel like you're doing something healthy, even though you feel terrible when you wake up early.
So usually when I stay up really, really, really late, like let's just say we're streaming for like 2 days, maybe even 3. When I finally go to sleep, I will sleep like that one day that I'm off all day and feel like dog shit. Feel like fucking dog shit. So, yeah, go on.
And when you wake up late. Irregular sleep is another of the sea's accelerating currents.
This is still number 2.
Your sleep, the harder
this is still fucking number 2.
Which makes your sleep more variable. To never sleep or wake at the same time naturally is the goal. And to help in this, maximize your screen time. Staying on screen.
How am I supposed to actually do that? And some bullshit. Again, streaming, working from home. That's what I do. 14, 16 hours a day. All right? I can't fucking do anything about that shit. That's 3. This is a fucking bingo.
Complements the
and this fucking
sailing tactics.
You know what? Fuck you, Switch.
Fuck
you, Switch. God fucking damn it. He said, I wonder if you'll know who they're fucking talking about.
As long as possible. Always fall asleep with a screen in your hand and put your eyes back on it as soon as you wake. Every moment away from a screen
I have to watch new videos or play TFT. I'm gonna be real with you. Listen, I'm almost platinum.
It's a moment you might notice the horizon. Keep your head
listen,
down
they don't get it. They don't get it.
Pull you. Here you have allies unknown. Behind the screen are teams of the smartest people and brightest bots competing to hold your attention on them as long as possible. Let them reach you. To pull you back.
By the way,
behind the screen are teams of the smartest people and brightest bots competing to hold your attention on them as long as possible.
This is me when I'm playing TFT. Okay, maybe not showering. I am a bathtub enjoyer. And listen, all the frilly shit. I know. Tomboy thing, yes. But like, listen, I have a couple of girly traits, believe it or not. And one of them is to have a nice bath especially as of late, you know, having a little bit of the smelly aromas, like the bath bombs, like those are like my thing. That is my thing. So usually when I do that, I play a little bit of TFT. Usually play a little bit of TFT, just a smidge. It is one of my favorites. Hi Sky, how are you? So just saying, they're calling me out and I really don't appreciate this. I'm gonna have to yell at them later. Be like, really?
Let them reach you to pull you back if you turn away. Plus, screens help with number 4. Use your screen to stoke your negative emotions. To feed your anger or anxiety about things over which you have no control.
I don't do this one. I don't do this one. This is fucking Twitter users. This is fucking Twitter users. This is the rot brain. Listen, I don't get mad for anything. Every time that I see somebody get mad about some stupid shit, if anything, I laugh. That is, okay, thank God I don't have this one. I don't have this one. I don't get mad. When do I get mad? When do I get mad? I hate you. No, I don't have this one. I don't have this one.
Control or influence. Be well
Today?
informed.
Today doesn't count. Today doesn't count. If any of our VOD watchers are wondering, today we had, what is it, PoE break on us. Marvel was not working on us. Pretty much everything was breaking. And apparently it was the servers. So, if you're wondering why you're getting extra videos, this is why. You know, for in the future.
While doing nothing. The things you care about could be navigational guides out of the sea, reasons to leave your all room and take meaningful action with the humans around you. But
okay, you need to relax with that one. Why can't you have this feeling, but with you guys?
you can instead use the things you care about as further sources of misery. Focus on the bad to fuel your resentment or despair.
This is not me.
If you must contribute, do so only in meaningless token ways and be disappointed.
Exactly. Twitter fucking uses. Like I said, don't go on fucking Twitter. All I have to say is this. If you're going to go on there and you're going to go and try to... Don't preach your shit. Like, first off, nobody gives a fuck what the hell you have to say. And if they do, they just want to fucking troll you, usually. The only reason why I go on fucking Twitter is this. Go and support my friends. And of course, gotta give you guys some art. That's about it. Occasionally, laugh at the dumbasses. Pinche tumas. I'm telling you, dumb. So like, you know how, okay, so Asman always says this. He's like, I love Twitter. It's his favorite app because that's where he goes to go and make fun, or, well, I guess not go make fun of people, but like laugh at people. And you know what? At first I was like, I wonder why. So I started going on there more, starting to see all that. I'm like, yes, there's always some kind of stupid drama. So I'll look and I'm just like, wow, y'all are fucking stupid. I said this in another video, but like really all it is just kids. It's just kids, especially in our sphere. I don't know how it is in like the Twitter sphere and everything, like overall for streaming. But I do know that in the VTubing sphere, there's a lot of youngins. Let me tell you. So yeah, so I try not to get on them too much, but usually it's like young kids, usually.
Lack of change. We're coming towards the end, and if you're doing it right, misery is descending. But some part of your brain is rebelling, trying to turn the ship by setting a goal. If you're not careful, that part of your brain just might save you. But luckily, we can do more than just hobble it. We can fool it to navigate deeper into the sea.
That's when people are like, again, I actually, I like the way that he's saying this, because all that means to me is going back over to the stupid, like the Twitter thing, whenever people are like trying to preach their gospel, trying to be like, oh, well, I did something today. You did nothing, but you tricked your brain to thinking like, hey, I did something. You did nothing other than wasting your fucking time. And arguing with people that they don't even care. They don't even fucking care. So it's stuff like that where I'm like, yep, that's exactly what that is. That's why I told you, chat, that's not me.
To reach goals, they must be specific, measurable, actionable, for which you are responsible and time-bounded. I will turn the wheel 1 degree right now. Instead, set the productive part
Little
of your brain
bits.
on vapid goals. Vague, amorphous, pie in the sky, irrelevant, delayed.
We said this in the last video. We said this in the last fucking video. If you are, again, example, I used to live in Colorado Springs, once upon a time. And, whenever, like, because I did hike up Pikes Peak. It took a while, but I eventually was like, hey, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do this. If you start from the very, you know, from the base and look all the way up, you're going to look at that shit like, fuck no. A lot of people, like, for instance, whenever their New Year the resolution stuff, you know, like the bullshit, a lot of people just jump right in and go to the max. You have to do little bits at a time. Again, talking about the whole hiking, like, for instance, like, you got to go up a little bit, make a little milestone, celebrate that. Celebrate the little things, baby. Celebrate the little things. Then move on to the next one. Nice little, like, stopping point. Then boom, you did that. Progress. Little bits at a fucking time. If you don't do that, then people just like, well, it's not for me. It's not for me. You got to do little things. If not, then like, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Now, some people are fucking crazy and can do that, but the majority of people, it's little bits. It's like when you go to the gym for the very first time after a while, it is going to hurt. You may not know exactly what you're doing. You may even have a little bit of bad like form and stuff, but eventually you'll learn, you know, progress in due time. You know, it's all about that consistency. I think the number one thing in life, now this is with school, working out, anything, is consistency. You may not be, actually, no one is going to be the best when they first start, but you will get better. You will get better every single day. You just got to keep trying.
Make the target unclear and the path unclear. If motivation strikes, aim ridiculously high to guarantee failure. I will clean the whole house today is much better than I will do the laundry in this pile. Cleaning a whole house is impossible. There's always more to do, so you will always fail. Focus on goals.
Yeah, because it makes you feel like you did nothing. It makes you feel like you did absolutely fucking nothing. And that's terrible. Like, you want to do better. You want to be able to get, like, you know, better in life, better with what you're doing. But how are you supposed to do that if you're never satisfied? It's like, maybe this is a terrible, like, example. It's like somebody that doesn't hit the G spot, you know? You know, at the end of the day, nobody's satisfied. And the only reason why they're not doing that, the only reason why they're not fucking doing that is because they ain't listening to you. They ain't listening to you. Listen to your partner, baby. Listen to your fucking partner.
That are after what you wish to achieve. Learn how to market an app before you learn to code. This will distract the productive part of your brain quite nicely. And be sure to wait for motivation rather than setting a time. You'll do something when you feel like it, which will be never or never enough to matter. With Vapid goals, you will turn the productive part of your brain from a dangerous source of self-improvement that rewards every small step into a consistent nag that berates you for your failure to have already accomplished your goal every step of the way.
I like that. They always say the best day to start working out, the best day to start going to school is today. And even if it's just to set things up, because here's the thing, you will keep making excuses over and over and over. And you know what? Like, for instance, even for myself, I love hiking. I have not really been able to do that very much because I have been very busy. But here's the thing. Some people hear that and you're like, oh, there's my excuse. And I know that. Yes, I am very busy. I do work a lot, but at the same time, I know I make these excuses. So I suppose you can give me this one also. I do feel like I do a lot, but there is much more that I could be doing. So I like to say this, if you're feeling it, if there's something that you want to do today, what is it? Today, not tomorrow, today. Who fucking said that? God damn it. Wait, hold on. Is that Fumokoko? Wait, was it Fumokoko? No? God, I can't remember. Yeah, see, look at that. I thought it was. See, I like them. Listen, I don't really watch a lot of Hololive stuff, but I like them. There's like two people that I really like.
Now, the Vapid goals you've set should distract the productive part of your brain, but if it still fights against you, direct it towards the mirage on the sea of sadness, the islands of happiness themselves. Pursue happiness directly. The human mind is such that by setting sail towards happiness, you will achieve the opposite. Imagine happiness as a place where happy people are happy all the time. This turns happiness
and it's
into
no
an
such thing.
unreachable feeling of constant bliss that no one has. True happiness
Exactly.
is like a bird that might land on your ship, but never if you constantly stand guard to catch it.
I like that. I'm gonna say that a lot. I like this video. Okay, I like this. No one is ever happy 24/7. You know, like, I like to use examples like myself because, you know, I feel like using your own examples lets people know, like, okay, you understand. Like, I'm very happy when I'm here. You know, very happy when I'm here. I love streaming. I love being around you guys. You guys are fucking dorks, but I love you. I really do. I really do. However, usually when I'm off stream, I'm like, this fucking sucks. So that blows cock. And also, not to mention, like, you know, family life. Family life gets you. I told you about, like, my cousin. That's, like, terrible. I told you about a lot of, like, my med stuff that's changing. Like, that's fucking terrible. But it's the little things in life. It's the little things. When you have that happiness, or when you're trying to, again, when you achieve those goals, you will get some happiness. But here's the thing, is that you can't always just assume, like, oh my God, if I just do this, I will always be happy. That is a lie. That is a lie. Life is tough. I'm gonna be real with you. Life likes to fucking punch you in the fucking tits. Or I guess for you guys, like kicking the dick. But at the same time though, when you're able to succeed, or when you're able to actually get past that mountain that you have given yourself, it is beautiful. It is the best feeling that you can ever, the best feeling that you can ever fucking have. Again, I like to use streaming. For 28 years, I was fucking normie. I still kind of am a normie, but I had no idea this was a thing. Streaming and doing this, like, I had no idea. I grew up with a family that used to be like, no, you can't be creative because here's the thing. You're going to make no money. You're always going to be sad. You can't be an artist. You can't be a musician. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not. I am still not. However, now I feel like I found my passion. Yeah, I still have to do my job and stuff like that for my IRL job. But at least I know before I start work, this is where I get to be happy, even for a little bit, you know? Life is all about the little things. And when you feel like you got something there, God, does it feel good? It feels really good. It feels really good. That's why you have to, like, go for it. Gotta go for it, baby. If not, you're never going to have that. You're never going to have that.
Instead, improve your ship and sail into warmer waters. The bird will land when you aren't looking. So be sure never to do that. Aim toward the mirage of happiness rather than improving the ship upon which you sail. Last,
exactly. It's just going to sink.
Follow your instincts. Navigation deeper into the sea of sadness is quite easy, for there is a dark magnetic field that points the compass of your impulses in the right direction once you get started. You will want to stay indoors. You will want to not exercise. You will want to sleep in. You will want to do what you know will make you sadder after you've done it.
It is comfortability. You know, I'm not sure if you guys know, but human beings, we like to learn, we like to explore. Even if you're not somebody that does that now, human instinct likes to be able to do this, like to be able to try new things and to be in different situations, even if I think what really holds like people back is the comfortability. People don't want to get hurt. People don't want to get hurt. People don't want to feel like as if like they wasted their fucking time. But to be honest with you, when you are doing this, even though you're like, oh, this is my happy place, don't look really happy to me. And I think it's really important to do this because here's the thing. If you don't do that, you'll never know what you like. You'll never know what you don't like. And here's the thing. You learn a lot from the negative and a little bit from like the positive. Like, good example. I used to work at Target, especially when I got out of active and I started doing more like reserve. So I would like go back and forth. I learned that I didn't want to do anything that involved working at Target. Also, I learned that things can get worse. Things can get crazy. I learned how to also do stuff like in like the back rooms and stuff like that. Not those kind of back rooms. And I learned that I wanted to do something a little bit better. So then I moved and I got a different job, and like, you know, it just, the cycle like continues. Or even a better one, I like using this one. What we do here. And again, I know that I flatter streaming, but I really do love it. It's something that I never thought was a fucking thing. Blows my mind even to this fucking day. 28 years, I didn't even know streaming was a fucking thing. But like, here's the thing. If I didn't take the step to look into this stuff, to go and explore it a little bit, and not just think it was fucking cringe, which by the way, it is kind of cringe, but like in a good way. I think it's like a good way, right? I don't know. I don't think I would ever be where I am here. I would never do the things that we're doing now. Like, and that's something that I am so fucking happy that I took that extra step. So you have to, because then you'll never know what truly, everyone has something that is going to make them excited or happy, even if you feel like you don't. But you gotta try, baby. You gotta fucking try. Also, Sammy, thank you so much for the sponsor. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I like this. I mean, makes a lot of fucking sense. You know, we talk about this almost in every single video. These little traits, but like, if you think about it, being able to break it down like this really does like show people like, hey, things can get better. And at the same time, this is what it looks like when it's like the low. And I've been there.
Your compass
still kind of am from time to time,
both in and out. So follow the true north of your impulses and stay away from that other pole of the long term.
Just do it. It's about as easy as that. Just do it. Live your fucking dreams. Because again, even if it is literally like, okay, I was thinking of the boat, like a catastrophic thing. And you're like, wow, I fucking hate this. At least you know that this is not meant for you. Again, negativity. I feel like you learn fuck ton more from the negatives than you do the positives. So like, again, you'll never know. It, like, let's just say I wanted to be an astronaut and I took all the time to like go to school for it, do all this, yada, yada, yada. And then like, as I'm doing all this, I'm like, I fucking hate this. Like, this is terrible. Actually, I'm not sure if you guys know, but like, even though I'm an engineer, I was going to go to school for cybersecurity. I found out later, even though like, I feel like I'm decent when it comes to like computers and all that stuff. I think I'm better with working with people verbally, you know, being able to help people, talk to people, etc., etc. So I found out, like, as I was going to school, I was like, no, this isn't for me. So, but again, I would have never known that if I didn't try. So, you know, you got to do it. You got to try.
It's all
today,
so simple.
Not tomorrow.
Just get started with these tactics and let the sea carry you along.
I like this. This was a very cute video. A very cute video, yet talked about a lot of the fucking problems that like... Okay, so we have been doing reaction stuff for the last few months, right? And I feel like every day that we do this, there's certain things that always come up almost every single fucking time. And it's cool because this kind of breaks it down a little bit. It's funny because it's like, hey, this is what you do to be sad. I like this. Here, I'm gonna like and subscribe to this person. I've never seen this person before. Switch, which he does our managing for the channel. He was like, hey, you might like this one. You know, I did, but at the same time, I feel like I was getting a little bit personal attack there. Jesus. Oh, by the way, chat, how many did I hit? Just curious. I think it was 5 out of 7. I want to say. Not exactly sure. Oh, thank you, Yui. Thank you. We might go over that right after this. Yeah, I want to say it's 5. Which honestly, I'm going to be real with you. There's a few things that I feel like I can't change. I don't know. It's hard to say. Because when I say that, I'm like, can you though? Or have you just not tried? There's a lot of stuff. One thing that I completely agree with, and I need to, once I move and I actually have some space, this one right here. Hold on one second. See if I can find it. No, well, first I'll have to sleep. But that's an insomnia thing. Actually, I'm getting a sleep study very soon. Hold on. Where is it?
So let's begin. First, stay still. Remain indoors as much as possible. Preferably in the same room.
This right here. I cannot wait to move my work setup in like a different room. However, in this economy, being able to afford extra like space and a house and you know, all that. Gonna be me. Gonna be me. But yeah, overall though, very good movie. Movie. Sorry, that's something that me and my mom say. If it's a show, it's a movie. But yeah, go and check them out. Listen, this movie or this video, there it is. It's 7 years old, but I've never seen them before. So I like this. But yeah, kind of opens my eyes a little bit. And you know, it's nice to be able to hear like, hey, maybe I need to work on like a couple things. And it's always nice, at least for me personally, where it's like, hey, it's not just me. No one ever wants to feel like it's like, oh, I'm the one that fucking sucks. Everyone has these issues. It's just like you said earlier, little bits at a time. Once you can do that, life gets better.